welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing pack 4 of our Batmobile, 66 Batmobile I should say, because I've got so much going on at the moment. Kirsty is to the left of me.
Hello.
So she's going to sit at her desk, which is just there. She's going to read out the instructions. Now we do have 6 issues to go through, so I'm going to pass them over to Kirsty. We've also got some other bits as well. She's going to pass me the parts.
I can't do much building today.
I'm going to do the building today, because Kirsty can't today because she's not feeling too great. So she's just going to tell me. So we are going to start with issue 9. Issue, stage, they're the same thing. So we are going to do pack 9 to start with. We're also going to have a look at some other bits. Now we do need the parts that we were working on last time. So that's the oil pan, the left side of the engine block, and the gearbox. We're also going to need a screwdriver and obviously a knife as well. But let's take a little look and see what we get in pack 4. Before we get into the build bits, which is this part here, this is issue 9, Kirsty's ready and waiting. We get our posters. Now these did come in a small box, so they were sort of curved. They weren't folded, they were curved. And all I did was take them straight out of the box, and I laid the box straight on top of this for a couple of hours, and it smoothed it straight out. But we'll take a little look. So you do get 3 posters in these. They are actually really, really nice. You get that one with them turning in the car. I'm not too sure about that one. But the other 2 I much prefer. And they definitely go with the... you want to hold that, Kirst?
Yes.
Definitely go with what I really like, which is like the 60s sort of style comic effect, which is this really nice one here. Watch out, old chum. That's a really, really nice one. And then we've got this other sort of mystical 60s poster of Adam West's Batman, which is really nice as well. They can all be kept in this folder. So we're going to keep them all in this folder. And if you can get some frames for them, they could be really nice. But they come in this really nice sort of, I don't know, portfolio sort of style. We also get our first binder as well. So the first one is free, and I think the subsequent, if you need other ones, you then pay. You have the option of opting out of these, so you don't actually have to have them. I think they're quite good. Now these are classed as binders, but these are not. These are like sort of file organisers, I would say. So we're just going to poke it out. We get our stickers. So we're going to get 6 in total, because obviously they don't know which ones we've got or anything. So we've got numbers on these flaps, so you're going to have to do them in sequence. So 1, 2, 2 and 3, and we're going to push 3 like so, and push it down from the inside like so, and we now have our first binder. So that's what that looks like. We're going to grab the sticker out of there, which is the number 1, because it's off like so, and we're just going to place that sticker or number 1 on the dot here like so. So we know that that's number 1. Keep them aside. Now you will, if you get any more of these files or binders, you will get another pack of these. So it's always worth keeping. But there you go. There's where the files are. Do you want to? We've got the rest of the files, the rest of the magazines that we've got, so they can actually go in there now, like so. And a little bit of screw there, and that can go in just like that. So that's how they sit. Okay, so enough of that nonsense. Let's crack on with this. So that are the bits that we've got, and I'm just going to empty them out for a second. We've got some die cast parts and some other as well. I'm just going to try and grab my pen screwdriver, which is here. Okay, Kirst, so what are we doing?
First, place the right cylinder head cover on the top of the right cylinder head.
Sloping the same way, yeah? Or
I'm
sloping the opposite way?
not sure.
Yep, sloping the same way. There is like a little slope. What screws are we using?
We are to use 2 AP screws.
Okay, AP screws.
To secure those together.
Yep, which are in the bag still, because I just pulled the plastic thing out. So what's it, AP, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, AP screws. Lovely. 2 AP screws.
Yep.
Going in. Now we did contemplate on doing the middle ones, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. We did contemplate on doing this like per issue. If you want us to do it per issue instead of per pack, then let us know. But we're starting to do this per pack. It's just everything comes. The videos are slightly longer though. Right, I've done that one. Next.
Use 2 AM screws to fit the right exhaust manifold to the right cylinder head.
Yes, I can see that. What screws are we using?
AM.
AM, okay, yep. So there are 2 little holes here, and they fit through like that. I'm going to use 2 AM screws. So there's one. I think this is the right way round. Does it go up against the cylinder head? I think it does, doesn't it?
That's how it looks in the magazine.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just so I know. Right, okay, so that's all tightened up. So that's how that should look. Like that. Right, next.
Then push the right radiator feeding pipe into the pinhole on the right side. On the side of the right cylinder head.
Okay, so we've got a load of these holes here. If you can see, there's a few holes there. We're going to place this one just in here. So we've got to sort of angle it a little bit. Be really careful because that is plastic, and I could see that snapping. Oh, yep, lovely. Okay. Then what?
Finally, prepare the cylinder head for later assembly by driving 2 CM screws into the holes as shown.
Ah, right. So these.
Then removing them.
Ah, right. Okay. Why are we doing that?
Because it tells you to.
Okay. It wants us to drill in. There is 2 holes just in there. One there and one there. It wants us to drill in CM screws into those holes. And then remove them, yeah?
Yes.
So let's... Okay. So I've done that. I don't really know why it's asking us to do that. That's new on me. And then what? Just take them out and leave them. Okay. So into this side.
This prepares the screw threads for when the part is attached to the engine block.
Okay. So I've used 1 CM screw to do that. Okay. Next. We're attaching this to the cylinder block, are we? Here.
Begin by removing the 4 spark plugs from their spruce.
Yep.
Then push these into place using the 4 pinholes on on the side of the right cylinder head.
So along here. So how are they facing? Down or sideways? Sideways.
Yeah, towards the way that the pipe faces.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So there is a thicker side and a thinner side. The thicker side is the one we're using. So you've got one there. As you can see, I'm just twisting these. So you don't need to cut them. They are very loose. So just along like that. We get one spare. Well, it looks a bit. Get four, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like we get one spare. Okay, so keep that one spare. Okay. So, like that. Okay, next.
Next, place the cylinder head on top of the engine block and use 2 CM screws to secure the parts together.
Okay, so we're going to take the engine block that we've got and we're placing that over the top, and then we're putting 2 CM screws into those holes that we drilled out, basically.
Yeah.
From the inside. Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why you had
So
to,
from the inside here.
I think that's why you had to put them in first, to make it so that they definitely fit in easier.
Okay. Well, that one's gone in. And then the next one is going to go in. Like so. I'm going to secure it, hold it in it. There we go. Give it a final twist. Okay. Right, that's done. Okay, I need to tighten that a bit more. Okay, so at this stage that looks like that. We've sort of screwed that up. Now you need the wires, and we need cutters as well, don't we, Kirst?
Yes, you've got to cut the wires to certain lengths, but the length guide is on the magazine.
Right, okay, lovely. So bring the guide over.
There we go.
Ah, yes, okay. These are going to be sort of rough guides, I think, aren't they?
I think so.
Right, let's do this, the 70mm, so that's that one. So, just about getting it right, I think. So just about here. I'm going to cut straight onto there. So that is that length. Okay, so the 71 I can see here. So that goes on the first spark plug. Have we got little scissors or something, Kaz? Because if we got some little scissors, we can actually cut the excess. Because what I don't want is this to be too long. Okay, so it goes in.
If you give me a moment, I can get my manicure set.
Oh yeah, lovely. Now I think that's too long. I've cut it to the right length, but I think that it's a bit too long. So what I'm going to do, Kirsty's going to get a mannequin set, because if you got a pair of scissors, even I think that cutting it was going to be a lot easier. That needs to have a little bit off the. These here are not. It is recommended that you place the cable on the cutting mat and measure carefully with a ruler before cutting the cable to the requested size. For best results, use craft knives, which we're already doing. So, Kirsty's come to the rescue with her little manicure set here. Oh, there we go. Lovely.
Just take the little plastic bit off the end.
There we go.
Don't
Lovely.
lose it.
I won't lose it. So we're going to cut a little bit off the end here, if I can, like so. because I don't want that to be too much play in that. That's already fitted a lot better. So measure it by here and then just cut the excess off, I would say. So what I'm going to go and do is go and do the rest. So you've got 80, 90 and 100 all the way along, and then I'm going to show you the end result. Okay, so we have done that. Follow the diagram in the magazine and just follow it as it says. Now they are coming out slightly. Now what I would normally do is drop a little bit of glue on each one of them just to keep them in, and the same down here, but I haven't done that yet. But as you can see, it's all in. So that is stage issue 9. So now we're going to do issue 10. So you pass me the parts cast, and we've got the parts here, and we've got a silver parts and screws. Lovely. Okay, so there's a lot of parts here. So okay, you're gonna have to let me know what we're doing, because we've got one long bit here, one short bit, we've got some bits here.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's go.
You're assembling the carburetor base.
Right, the carburetor base. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
first we take this part
and choke.
and the choke, which is, I think it's this part in here. Yeah, and that goes. Ah, yeah, I can see it's the one piece that has like a half circle.
Yeah.
So it goes in, just pushes in.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Then fix the base to the intake manifolds.
Yep. Which way are we looking? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like that.
And you want
so
to use
that one.
AP screws.
4 of them.
Yes.
AP screws, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. There we are. There we go. Right. So, there we go. There's one. And there's the other one. I don't really know if it needed 4, but it's 4 in what it says. Is what I'm going to put on it. Okay, there's those 4. Yep.
Next, push the fuel inlet and vacuum line outlet onto the carburetor.
So these are these parts here. So we've got one. Well, I'm going to have to see the mag, I think.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm holding it so you can see it.
Right, okay, so this one here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this one goes in here, just pushes in. By the looks of it. And then this one goes in here. I'm just going to sit like that. No. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Now these two bits here only go in one way. You can't mess it up. Okay, so we've got all these little bits lying around. So we've got the long wire here. We do get a shorter one, so we get one short one here and one long one. We're going to take the long one and we're going to measure it up against a ruler, and we're going to cut 60 mil, which is 6 centimeters. Okay, and one side is obviously going to be longer than the other, so what we need to do is to cut them so they're both the same length. Like so. Put that little part away. So they're both 60. Then we're going to place one of them on this side, like so. Like what else, Cast?
Finally cover these with carburetor middle, securing with one AP screw.
Right, okay. So which way does that go? It goes like that. And what's it want us to secure it on with?
AP screw.
Just one?
Yes.
Okay. AP screw. Oh, nearly. Right, stand by because I've got to know how this goes on. Okay, so that part is now secured in, as you can see. So the two up pits, I had it the wrong way around. So that's that part. Yep, next.
Fitting the top of the carburetor.
Yeah, so we need this little section here and one of these parts. Is it this part here? Yeah. So we're gonna fit in the top now, so that's like that.
Yeah, and push this assembly into the top of the throttle body.
Into the top of
the throttle body.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it can only go one way.
That's weird. Okay. Is there any other bits? Ah, right, I put it in the wrong. Again with the wrong part. Right, okay. It's trying to figure out these parts. So I think once you've done that, then that part will go. Okay, let's put this part on first. Like so. There we go. That part back on. That's easier to put on afterwards, I would say. Okay, so that's like that. And then this goes on the top. So, keeping that in hand, and it just pushes in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got there in the end. There it goes. It's all nice and secured in. Okay, what's the next part?
Fitting the throttle control lever.
Okay. So we need the part that looks like a seat, which is that part here. Yeah, and then we need this as well. So once again, it only goes in.
Pushes together.
Yeah, it only goes in one way. I would be really careful with all of this because it's all plastic, and then that
gets screwed
on just here
with an AP screw.
An AP screw. Okay. So that's going to sit just on here, like so. This is going to be a very long video. Oh, okay. Maybe we can do it quicker than next issues, but I wanted to show you what challenges. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there like that. We'll have a look. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done that, as you can see, just there. Next, what we're going to do is grab this little section here, and as you can see, we've got the two bits just here. So we need to grab the M wire, which is the one we haven't cut, onto this side. And then the 60mm one that we cut is going to go on this side, like so. And then this, we are going to stick just here. If we can, onto this hole just here. Like so. That sort of comes out like that. Then we're going to attach this section here. So that section is going to sit along there like that. And we're going to use AP screws to do that. So I'm going to do that now. So 2 AP screws. Okay, so we've done that, as you can see. So that's like that. There is a groove there. You can follow the groove. You can't get it. I say you can't get it messed up. You probably can. Right, so we're going to grab our engine block, and then we're going to sit this just like that. We're going to use 2 DM screws to secure this in. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we stuck 1 DM screw into that side. That's all we do. Next, we're going to come around the top here. We're going to grab this top one, and it's going to go in to this section just here, and the bottom one obviously into that bottom one there. Actually, let's take the top one off, put the bottom one in first, like so, and the top one like so, and that is that one. So is that the end of that issue?
Yeah.
Okay. That one took longer. I'm going to try and speed these up. I've got to try and speed these up now. Anyway, that is where we are now. So the engine is looking actually really nice. So we're doing issue 11 next. Yep. So let me grab that, and then we can keep going. Okay. So we're going to try and speed this up. We've got the screws there.
This one shouldn't take long anyway.
This one shouldn't take so long. Okay, brilliant. Getting rid of all the rubbish.
Well, it doesn't look like it will take long.
Oh, right, yeah. Famous last words then.
I know.
Okay. So it looks like we've got the other side of our engine block. So the first thing we're going to do is grab this black section, which is die cast, and this section here. Yep. And they're going to go on top of each other like that, I think. Yep. And we're going to use an AM screw to do that. Okay, so we've done that. We've secured those two bits together. We've got the engine block. We've got a round circle there. That is going to go in to our round circle like that. Then we're going to take an what screw is it, Kirst?
AM screw.
An AM screw. Secure it in from the back. Okay, yep, done that one. Next, what part have we got? Is it a little block?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. And that is going to go.
Wheel pump.
The wheel pump, is it?
Oil pump.
Oil pump, right, okay. And whereabouts is that going in here? Just there. Yeah. So just on the side here. And it's cut into that way. So that's lovely. So that goes in like that. Yeah. Next. No, it's come out again. It does go in. Very, very loose. Ah. Okay, I can see why. It's not been cut properly. There's a bit of recess on it still. So if I can chip that away. Yeah. Okay, let's see if that works now. Yeah, much better. Okay, so the next part, we've got our oil pan. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're going to spin it round. This is going to sit, I believe. Right, yeah, okay. In like that. Just like that. Yeah? What screws are we using? AP screws. So 2 AP screws. Yeah, Cass?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see to make sure you got it the right way.
Yeah, yeah. It can't go the other way because of how the bits go. So it only goes in one way.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's set this all up. So I'm going to screw that in now. Okay, so we've done that. That's secured in. Then we're going to take this pipe that we have here that we fitted, and that is going to sit on there like that. So that's going to sit just like that. Next, cast.
Next is take the fuel pump hose and push one end into the
Which side?
pin on the side.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's the silver pipe there, goes in here.
And push the fuel filter onto the bottom of the fuel pump.
Ah, yeah, like that. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that can only go one way.
Yeah, that's right, it's got like a half moony.
And then push the fuel
hang on.
pump assembly.
Did we miss one? We've got this, this part here, yep.
That gets pushed
That just
on.
gets pushed on, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So that just gets pushed on his side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, yeah, lovely. And this goes up or down? Down. So fuel pump down. Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, lovely. So that is it for issue stage 11.
Yeah.
Issue stage, same. So let's do 12. Okay, so this one just looks like a repeat from issue 9.
Some of it is.
Some of it isn't. Some of it is, yeah. So it's not completely identical.
No.
Okay, so we're just going to burn through this. So once again, we'll have to cut the wire once again. But when it comes to fitting, it's slightly different. So I'm going to take all these parts out because we've done all those bits before. So, yeah, that bit on there, like that. There we go, like that. We're going to use AP screws to do that. Okay, so we've done that. Next, we're going to take this part. We're going to stick it into this hole just here. This is slightly different than the other one, obviously. So that's going to sit like that. Then we're going to take our exhaust section. That's going to sit, the exhaust manifold. That's going to sit on like that. We're going to secure that in with AM screws. Okay, so once we've done that, we've then got to put the CM screws in there and then take them back out again. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've bored those holes with the CM screws, took them back out again. Next, we have our spark plugs, which are here. And once again, we're just going to, go down here and put them in place on where the holes are. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, and once again, I placed that the wrong way around. I just switched it back round. So we've got the 4 spark plugs there. Then what we've got to do is we've then got to attach it onto here. So onto the part that we're all doing. We're going to use CM screws to do that. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that. And now what we're going to do, we're going to build the engine now. So we've got to take this here. And we're going to... Does this go up here, Cast? Nope. It goes that way.
Slides on the little...
Yeah, this part's in the way though. Yeah, that's the way it goes on. Okay. Ah, there we go. So that goes on like that. And then, because there's not many ways to hold this, and that's going to go on like that. I'm going to use 2 CM screws, one in here and one in there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so there we go, all done. And now what we've got to do is cut the line here for the spark plugs. So I'm going to go ahead and do all the spark plugs now using the template here as a guide, and then I'm going to go and plug them all in and we'll have a look at the end result. Okay, so that's issue 12 done. All the leads are in place. Now what I have done is I've cut little bits off these to just make them a little bit, otherwise they are incredibly long. You do get excess left over, so there's the excess from the pipes that we've used so far. I have glued them in to the distributor at the top here. I haven't glued them in to the spark plugs, but I have glued them into the top of the distributor just because they kept coming off. Little dab of glue and it holds, and they, touch wood, they won't come off. So that brings issue 12. We're going to do issue 13 now, so let's do that. Okay, so in this issue we are going to be, it looks like building the front part of the engine. So this section here, so it looks like that's what we're going to be building. And yeah, we're going to be fitting the oil, the dipstick, and I think it's the oil filter. Let's take all these parts out. So we're going to take this part out. We've got our dipstick here. Make sure it doesn't ping out, which it's just did for me. Okay, so let's pull these bits out. We'll keep those bits in there, keep these bits out. Okay, so the dipstick goes in to this hole here. It only goes in one way. So there's a tiny hole just here. And it just fits in. Just like that. Okay, so next we're going to grab this section here. We're going to grab this little silver section. And that's going to sit on the top. Like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to secure these two down. So this is going to sit just in here. So we're just going to push that on actually, because it's a push on one. So it sits like that. Okay, so this is now going to sit on the front of our car. So this is going to go on just like that. I'm going to secure it in with AM screws, 3 AM screws. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that's on the front there. This is supposed to tuck round, but it's going to tuck round in a second. But it is poking out a little bit. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this on here. So this is going to fit on just like that. Then we're going to take the bracket. Now this bracket we got in issue or stage 8, but we're actually going to put it on today. So what we're going to do is it's going to sit just here, so it's going to attach to here and there. We're going to use a UP screw to attach it to the front here, and then we're going to use a AM screw to attach it to this section here. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so we've done that. So let me just grab this. So we've connected those 2 bits up there. That's how that should sit. Now this is sort of getting there a little bit. We're next going to be fitting the pulley. So this section is all made up of these rings. So that's the first one. And they're all sort of, they're all numbered. So you've got 3, 3, 3, okay. Okay, yeah, I can see now. Okay, so the first bit's going to go on. It's going to go down like so. And then the next bit. Down like so. And the next bit. Down like so. And then this part is going to sort of enclose it, and we're going to use an RP screw to sort of just connect it all up. So firstly what we've got to do is we're going to stick all this onto the front here, like so. So that's like that. So the bigger end, so I'm pulling them off. As you can see, there is a thicker end one outside. That's going to go against the engine, like so. And then we're going to use an RP screw. Now Kirsty's gone off to the toilet, so that's why she's not here at the minute. And we're going to just screw that straight up, nice and tight. So that's like that. Okay, and that brings us to the end of issue 13. So we've got one more to do. It seems like a long slog because it has been. So we're going to do the last issue of pack 3 now. Pack 4. Pack 4 is pack 4. Okay, so we're going to be putting the pulleys, the cooler fan blade, compressor, and we've also got, I think it's the power steering as well, or the steering pump. I don't think it had power steering, did it? It's too early for that. Okay. Let's try to get into these. I always wonder why they put some of the screws in the little section, but leave the others like loose. I don't really understand that. Okay, so we're going to grab the fan sections. I think that's what we're working on. Yep, so we're going to grab this one here and this section up here, if I can. Like that. We're going to hold this like that, and then this section is going to be screwed on like so. We're going to screw it on with an AM screw, so I'm going to do that now. AM, lovely. Okay, so we've done that. So that bit screws into this sort of into this section just here, this upper section. Next we're going to grab the 2 silver sections that we got, and they only go in one way because it's got like a little latch there. We're going to use a BP screw. Into there. Into the back of this. Oop. I always find these are a little bit of a pain to fit, but once we get there, they're actually okay. But it's getting there. Right, that's just spinning that. There we go. Yeah, we got there in the end. Okay, so we've done that. Next, what we're going to do is pass it through here, and then we've got this little black one down here, so this black ring. That is going to go over the top here, like so, and we're going to secure that in with an RP screw. Okay, so we've done that. We're next going to grab the other silver section that's going to sit on top like that. Then we're going to bring it around here, and we're going to attach this just here using two. So we're going to attach this just at the front here, and we're going to use two UP screws to do that. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that is now on. So that's just there, which we just secured in with the UP screws. We're going to grab our first little wire. It's going to sit in there. But first, what we're going to do is pull it, and it's going to sit on the very back one here. So what I'm going to do is try and stretch it round first, and then like so. There we go. And now we've just got to, there we go. Well, maybe not. There we go. So the first band is on. Yes, right, so now we're going to be making our fan, and we're going to be putting on the rest of the bands as well. Okay, so what we've got here. Okay, so we're going to use this cross section first. So this part is looking like that. That is going to go on. So I'm going to do that with an RP screw. We've put the fan together. I'll stick that on like that. Got an RP screw here. That is going to sit on like that. Nice and tight. So that sits like that. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to put the two bands round. So the two bands are going to go round this sort of section here. I'm going to do that now. And that brings us to the end of pack 4. And so, yeah, here's the engine. There's a few there's quite a bit more to go on to the engine, but I think we're about 80% there on it finished. And it's looking good. It is looking good. So that's the I don't know how well that's coming out, but there's the last bit that we did. We've got the two bands on here, and the bands are all on, and it's all looking good. So you've got two here that run around the bottom and that, and then we've got this here as well, and it is looking rather good. So let us know in the comments what you think. But yeah. Okay, and that brings us the end of pack 4. You did pop off for a few minutes, last couple of ones. But there it is. And yeah, I think we're, what, 90, I'd say we're 85% there. There's still quite a bit to do on it, but not a lot. But what we have decided is that we're going to break this up because
it's far too much to do in one video.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in one video. Cramming it in, we don't want you waiting around forever watching these videos. They should be quick and simple, really. They should be sort of... So from now on, we're going to do what we do with your Nissan Skyline, is we'll break it up. So if there's, you know, 2 easy issues together, we'll do them together.
Otherwise, it'll be separate.
Otherwise, we're going to go separate. It brings a lot more... It's a lot more videos for the channel, which is... I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But it also means you get shorter videos because this one has taken...
A long time.
A rather long time, yeah. I mean, obviously, they're going to be looking at this and thinking it's not going to... It's only taken a couple of minutes. But actually, it's taken well over an hour.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half to build this. You know, even if we cut that down to half an hour, you know, there's still a lot to go into this. And I think when you do a long video, you miss things as well. I think when it's shorter, you tend to take a little bit more in. So I think from now on, we'll show you what you get in the packs on the first video, and we'll just go on from there, and we'll space it out a little bit and do stuff like that. But yeah, but anyway, I've been Kev.
I've been Kirsty.
Thank you for watching, and as always, we'll catch you at the next video. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.